Douglas Shelldon has no rich uncle, no small $1 million loan. He does have these gorgeous khaki shorts. He has watched the TikToks.
I work out, shower, meditate, and get dressed.
And they all tell him he needs to maximize his time if he wants to be a millionaire. But Douglas is a simple man from far away who has arrived in New York City with big ambitions. To own a television, eat fresh food from his very own fridge, and to drive a beautiful yellow car. From rags to riches, from zero to hero, this is the story of a little dude that could. Life in New York starts like it does for almost everyone else, sleeping outside on a bench waiting for your shift to begin at the El Gato supermarket. He sleeps on the bench outside for 17 hours straight while he waits for work to begin. His first shift is largely uneventful. No one notices that he exists. No one says, "Good job on your first day, Douglas." But Douglas doesn't mind, because he's starving to death, and he can't afford to eat until after his shift. When he is done, he is obviously depressed, physically depressed. All you have to do is buy some food, and you'll perk right up. Ah, sweet food. So begins the drudgery of human existence, the endless toil in the mines of the El Gato supermarket, long shifts and even longer naps on the bench outside. Douglas stares through the window into a beautiful apartment like the Matchstick Girl. One day, Douglas, one day you will have a wooden floor and a carpet. He buys breakfast and eats it at the till. The first of many, many, many meals he will eat eye to eye with the cashier in the El Gato. At the end of his second shift, there is someone sat on his sleeping bench. Can I help you? Douglas tries to ask him to move, but the man is having none of it. So Douglas falls asleep with his head in the man's lap. Douglas finds great comfort in this, but when he wakes up, the man is gone. Douglas is late to work because of the soft, sweet sleep he had enjoyed in the stranger's lap. Oh no, I missed my shift. Despite all the problems, Douglas Shelldon is actually making some money. Douglas heads back to his bench, falls asleep, and then wakes up to find out that he has the day off. Let's explore town. He explores the city and tries to buy a cigar, but he doesn't know how to smoke it. They don't have cigars where he comes from. Sleep? Back to sleep, Douglas Shelldon? He's just going to sleep all day on the bench. Embarrassed, he returns to his bench, where he sleeps all the way until his shift starts on the next day. I want to miss our shift again, Douglas. Come on, let's go in. His shift does not go to plan. He is too sleepy and too hungry to continue. The life of a true minimum wage worker. Oh, he's so sad. Oh, Douglas. It's okay, we're going to get you some food, mate. Ah, he's feeling better. He can return to his bench, rinse and repeat for the next couple of days. And eventually, Douglas Shelldon saves up enough money to finally rent his first piece of property. What should we make? Should we have a look at the Market Insider? Demands cheap jewellery. That's what the people want. We're going to make ourselves a cheap jewellery shop, I suppose. He decides on a small 75-metre squared retail space just down the road. Shelldon Shinies. Douglas wants to start a jewellery shop, like his granddaddy's before him. We need cheap jewellery, a stack of shopping baskets, a cash register or checkout counter, and cheap jewellery and expensive jewellery. Right. But let's sleep first. Back to bed, Douglas. You've rented a building, but there's nothing for you to do in it yet, so just gonna go back to bed. Douglas loves this bench because he oversleeps again. Oh, he's way happy. Oh, I missed work again. Oh, Douglas. Ah, beautiful. Before his next shift, Douglas walks down the street to admire his new property. This is the future of the Shelldon family name, in all its lovely, pasty white and dirty little flaws. Do not miss the start of your shift, Douglas. Come on now. And we shall purchase a delicious bag of fresh food. Today I think we're going to have some tomatoes. Perfect. Pour them directly into your mouth in the middle of the aisle. Magnificent, magnificent. Okay. Douglas wants to buy a bed before anything else. He loves the bench. Trust me, he does. He loves the smells and the sights of New York City in his nostrils every night, the warm guff of air blown behind the taxis, and the pigeon shit. But a bed. Like a bohag. That's a long walk, but go for a stroll through town. Douglas? Ever been to New York? I'm intrigued by it as a place. Is he going to have enough energy to get there and back again? I hope so. He's got his utility shorts on, to be fair, so he should be fine. Whoa. Human centipede of Ica shoppers. 400. Perfect. We have exactly the right money for a bed. How do we get out of here? The age-old question, how do you escape the Ica? Not through the window. Bed acquired and Ica escaped. Douglas races back through town, carrying it on his back. Legend. His form. Excellent form, Douglas. Douglas gets distracted by the beautiful apartments again. One day, Douglas. Look at that gorgeous carpet. One day you'll be able to afford something like that, but for now you must suffer. He arrives and places down his first ever bed. Perfect. Home sweet stock room. Douglas enjoys the first sleep in his new bed. This is what life is all about. Hustling, grinding, sleeping in small dusty rooms. Wow, we're feeling good. Everything's coming up, Douglas. I feel like a bed is a solid first investment. I feel like I would probably buy a bed if I was Douglas. After the initial purchase of his bed, Douglas must continue the grind. Sleep now in his dusty room, work at the El Gato supermarket, earn more money, and then hopefully be able to afford some new items for his jewellery shop. So, what can we do? Just sleep, I guess. He has a dream. He dreams of a small cash injection. In the morning, he heads over to the bank. Come on, Douglas, let's go and beg them for some cash. Just a small cash injection, just a small loan of $1 million. Amazing. We're going to be rich. All right, I think that means we can buy the beginnings of what we need. What did it say we need? With his cash injection, Douglas runs to Shelldon Shinies and grabs his trusty handcart, then books it across town to the warehouse. However, it turns out jewellery displays are extremely expensive. Oh, they're so expensive. Oh, the jewellery floor showcase is extremely expensive. Douglas resorts to setting up a cheap gift shop. We need to change what our business is. Unfortunately, jewellery is just a little bit out of his league right now, with his $2,000 loan. Turn you into a gift shop? New logo. That doesn't make much sense, and neither does the name. Shelldon's Sweets. Shelldon's Sweet Gift. Shelldon's Surprises. Ah, perfect. And I think the logo needs to be beautiful. With Shelldon's Shinies now fully customized, Douglas buys the items he needs to start the shop, including a product panel, some baskets, a cash register, and a cabinet. When he gets back to the shop, he sets it up. Don't work. Douglas, look at what you've created. Cheap gifts are going to be expensive, and we also need a cash register and some paper bags. Ah, what a beautiful morning. Douglas is overjoyed. Life is really coming together. But the hustle never stops. He buys a cash register, a cleaning station, and 1,000 paper bags. Then more money is required. So we need to see if we can get just another small loan. Just another very small loan. Just a few more pennies, please. With an extra $1,000 secured. Wow. Okay, they're just giving me free money. Okay. Douglas starts making plans for his business expansion. We need paper bags. Where do paper bags come from? He gets plenty of sleep to keep his mind fresh and sharp. Wake up in 12.5 hours. Douglas does like his beauty sleep. He starts the grind set mindset by saying hello to Samuel, the cashier at El Gato, and eats food directly in his face. Hello, Samuel. Thank you. Yeah, just doing my daily ritual of eating directly in the queue. Then he begins the massive trek across town to buy stock for his shop and some more paper bags. We have the gifts up and running. Hopefully we can just quit our job and become a full-time Shelldon Shiny employee. Bags, cheap gifts. Kabobs kebabs. Central perk. Douglas loves this place. Ress and Snatchill, Doomby, Bebs, all the famous characters. After the long trek back, the Shelldon Shiny shop is now fully operational and ready to ride. So he quits his job at the supermarket after just 2 weeks employment. America, baby. I just quit. I'm free. Douglas has quit his job.
Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
First customer coming in. Hello. Hello, sir. Welcome to Shelldon Shinies, our very first sale. What are we selling? I can't really tell what they are. They look like some kind of Chinese New Year gifts. The customers sigh under their breath and then tell Douglas directly to his face that they think his store sucks. Douglas heckles them back. I think your hair's ugly, Douglas. Don't say things like that. Your customers will never come back. At the end of his shift, Douglas sprints through busy traffic to get a meal at the El Gato, and he has a message for his ex-colleagues. Hello, losers. I don't need you anymore. I'm a hustler. He asserts dominance by eating an entire cucumber in the cashier's face. He goes back to his palace in the stockroom and sleeps for 13 blissful hours. In comes the first paycheck. He's going to be a millionaire in no time at all. We made 53 bucks. Yeah. I think we might have to wait for when we have a bit more money to buy a fridge. I don't actually know how expensive they are. I guess we could find out this morning if the appliances shop is open. Run one successful retail business. Let's go, Douglas. Douglas is now officially a businessman, but that comes with its own risks and pitfalls. We can't close today because we are in desperate need of some cash. Otherwise, some loan sharks are going to turn up and break Douglas's kneecaps. So begins the next grind. Douglas wants to buy a drinks fridge so that his customers might spend an extra $3 or $4 when they come into the shop. It is a slow and painful grind. Sad little life you have, Douglas.
Dear Lord, what a sad little life.
His life is simple. Work all day in Shelldon Shinies, run down to the El Gato supermarket to eat food with the cashier, sleep in a stockroom, and repeat. On his day off, he goes to business school. No time for recreation. Douglas is a grind merchant. Spend all day studying, baby. Whoa, whoa, excuse me. Ah, Shelldon Shinies, isn't it such a beautiful little spot? The next purchase is definitely a fridge. He can't be running to the El Gato every day for breakfast. It's extremely tedious. And what is money for other than to remove tedium from your life? 5 minutes till our shift starts. Go, 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 go. Yeah, I know. We're almost there. He's sprinting as fast as he can, poor Douglas. The walls and floors are so ugly. I don't know what I'm meant to do about that. I need to buy a fridge first. Sorry, I can't really decorate. We made 92 that day. How much was the fridge? Anyone remember? This man needs a fridge. Stat. We're going to have to take out another loan, just to eliminate this short tedium. The grind of Douglas Shelldon's life goes on, and he loves it. The day begins again, round and round. Oh, we made 104 that day. I wonder if the staff here talk about young Douglas here coming in every day to enjoy his breakfast in the queue. I can't be the man who takes out a loan to buy a fridge. Surely not. 65 bucks. With customers happy with the price of his gifts, he makes the cheap gifts a little less cheap. Extort those fools, Douglas. Pricing is at 100%, so let's raise the price just to 25. He eats like a pelican, is the way I view it. He eats his food like a pelican eats. Douglas works all week so that he can finally buy a fridge. He has two options: buy a fridge to store his food in so he doesn't have to run to El Gato every day, or buy a drinks fridge. That makes his shop more money. Should we buy a drinks fridge first to increase our profits? Does the business come first, or does Mr. Douglas? I don't know how many more times I can do this run to El Gato. I think we simply have to try and make more money, so we're going to have to buy a drinks fridge. The only way. So, a drinks fridge it is. Except when he gets to the appliance shop, the shop is closed for a couple of hours. Currently closed. Hello. Yes, I'm just sleeping here so that I can wait for the appliance shop to open. My name is Douglas. Hello. Okay. Go inside. What? Drinks fridge acquired. Shelldon Shinies is really starting to take off now, one soda can at a time. He has to run to the other side of town to buy 60 sodas and then trawl them all the way back to the shop, but Douglas loves this grind. He runs to the shop, only to realise it is actually shut on Sundays. Open in 20 hours. Right. I see. I should have checked that before I walked over here. Treat yourself, Douglas. It's been a long, long week. Did the cashier just cough all over the burgers? He sleeps, he works, he sleeps, he buys soda cans, he works, he sleeps. This is Douglas Shelldon's life. Sleep for a long 17 hours. Oh, Douglas. That's liquor store. What a weird name for a shop. See how much money we make today with our new soda. Our new soda business. At the end of his shift, Douglas comes to a realization. This is a pretty lame shop. Let's get another loan. The only way to make money is to borrow money recklessly. It's the only way. Give us a fat one. Come on. Give us a fat one. Of course you can help me with that. Of course you can. Get your speed on, mate. Don't fall asleep on the way, Douglas. Gotta spend money to make money. It's the dream. With a new loan secured, Douglas buys more stock and a bin. Because people love bins. Cheap gifts acquired. Oh, you got new trash? These people will miss me when I'm gone. Wearing the exact same clothes for almost an entire month. Eating in the supermarket queue every single day of his life. Sweet, sweet little Douglas. A hero. An icon. True neighborhood character. Did we sell any sodas yet? We sold one soda. Tomorrow we're going to buy a fridge. I don't goddamn care. It's maybe the last time you ever see me here, cashier, except for tomorrow morning before I start work, when I probably need to eat again. Every time he throws a paper bag on the floor, I feel like he is throwing away pure cash, pure money. Come on, Douglas. You must be chafing like crazy in those shorts. Then he is so close to buying a fridge. He begins to dream of this fridge. Cold, white, shiny, scrumptious, soft, sensuous fridge. He walks across town to the Ica. There, he sees the fridge. Oh, gorgeous beauty, come home with me, stand sentry in my stockroom, thrum for me, keep my fresh food fresher than ever before. Oh, darling fridge. He buys a fridge and a new speaker for the shop. Oh, that almost completely You know what? Douglas, you're worth. If this makes you go bankrupt, well, I'm sorry, but the fridge really is going to change your life for the better, okay? We have a fridge. We can eat in the comfort of our own stockroom. Oh, look at that. Good work today, Douglas. Then the real grind begins. It is an up and down life with very little joy. He sleeps in the stockroom, serves customers who are wowed to silence by his beautiful interior design. We have 100% interior. Now we're talking. He eats fresh food from his fridge and then falls asleep again. He does this for a week and a half. Douglas has many plans for the future. An employee, a car, or studying. Douglas Shelldon is going places. Straight to bed. Rise and shine, baby. This is what these TikTok-in podcasts, this is what they do with their days. Maximize time with their days. Let's see what we can buy at the appliance shop. Nothing too expensive, but I'm just wondering if we can buy like a television or something to keep Douglas happy. Because he's feeling pretty down. Maybe we could buy him a car. Is it time to get an employee? At the Manhattan Business School. 2 hours of fundamental business administration. Sounds like a laugh. Before any of Douglas's hopes and dreams come to fruition, though, he needs to buy more stock and keep his gift shop sparkly and clean. Thank you very much for your business. Visit us today and try our brand new super vegan friendly non-toxic salad. Delicious. Cleanest gift shop in town. Douglas takes great pride in his clean gift shop. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Wow, we made $9 yesterday. Douglas starts to go just a little mad. But wouldn't you? How much food can a food fit in a fridge? Douglas enters a very sad period. The part of the lifestyle that the grindset masters never ever mention. The crippling anxiety, depression, and exhaustion. I know, times are tough, but just get on to sleep, okay? You made a lot of money yesterday though, bud. What you gotta think about that sweet cash, okay? Douglas needs to cheer himself up, so in the true American tradition, he goes to buy a vehicle. Okay, today's mission, purchase a car, take the car, buy more cheap gifts. We're moving up in the world one purchase at a time. I believe the used car lots were up here. Yeah, let's go. Ica Bohag. A little expensive for me. No, thank you. That's not the one I had in mind. Opens at 8. Damn, we're gonna have to take the day off. Fine, we can take a day off. We haven't had a day off in ages. Is there a bench nearby that I can sleep on? Being a new part of town anyway. go for a little walk over here, shall we? He takes a look out over the river and ponders how far he has come. He owns his own fridge, his own gift shop, his very own bed. Now he just needs that beautiful yellow car. The shop is closed, but he doesn't waste time and purchases some soda cans from the nearby wholesalers, and then ponders a little more on life. I love being able to see into these people's apartments. In a non-creepy way, it's just a personal favourite pastime of mine. Something quite homely about seeing a lit up apartment at night. You know? On the morning of his day off, he heads back to the used car shop, only to realise he still doesn't have enough money to buy a car. Right, we need a cheap little boy. Onza Mimic, I think is the... 2,500. What? Can I get it on finance? Unperturbed, he studies some more, then heads back to the storeroom to sleep. I've never noticed how Douglas sleeps before. Douglas. Oh, Douglas. Are you okay? That doesn't look like the most comfortable way to sleep in a bed, sir. The endless rigmarole. The endless grind. It goes on. And we go again. Oh, sweet Douglas. The endless grind. Gonna need a small loan. 5,000. Perfect. Thank you, Larry. Nice doing business with you. The grind is simply too much. It's overwhelming. Douglas heads back to the bank and takes out another small loan. The plan is to establish Shelldon Shinies as the primary outlet for expensive gifts in the area and purchase his beautiful yellow car at last. He heads up to the used car shop, but it is again closed. But he sleeps on the bench next to the river, with the delicious wafts of the moisture filling his nose hole. Currently closed, but that's okay because tomorrow is our day off. So let's just find a bench to sleep on. There's a bench down by the river that I can sleep on. Let's go sleep next to the river, like the good old days. It's just reconnecting with his past. Ah, yeah, must be bright yellow. Or this colour, black. It must be yellow. Ah, we have a car. He buys the car, and the first few minutes behind the wheel go about as well as you can imagine. But we've got time. Whoa, reckless driving. What are you beeping at me for? They do this all the time in New York, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a tight one. Perfect. Ah, New York Simulator. Brilliant. With his new wheels, he makes use of the drive-in wholesaler to pick up some expensive gifts. How does one go in here? Ah, I see. Drive-in shop. Do these exist in America? It feels crazy to me. Joys of parallel parking. Something that Douglas is honestly not really that good at. That's illegal. Legal, free. Apparently that's fine. Sure, I'll take it. He gets the expensive gifts set up and ready for the next day, then heads over to the university in his brand new beautiful yellow car. The shop is looking very nice now, Douglas. On his way to the school, he gets distracted by the recruitment agency. It is time to bring another into the Shelldon Shiny fold. One candidate. Select business for Shelldon Shinies, and I'd like them to be a customer service guru. Study as long as I can. How much more do we have to do with that? A few more hours, but we're getting there. He notices a speck of dirt on the floor as he enters the building. Well, he says he notices, but he doesn't actually know. There it is. He found it. He begins a new shift with the expensive gifts flying off the shelves, and then receives a message from the recruitment agency. 58-year-old Alexander Morris. $32 an hour. Whoa, that's very, 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 very expensive, isn't it? Oh, thank you. That's... Sorry, Alexander Morris. I know that we're living in a tricky economy right now, but I simply cannot afford that. My business will go bankrupt. How much should I make? 932. Pay off some of these loans. Just keep working, Douglas. Everything takes time to succeed. Oh, shift starting. Yeah, I know. The endless grind, Douglas. The endless grind. Whoa, we made loads that day. Saturday traffic. More expensive gifts. And so the life of young Douglas Shelldon sets into a soothing routine. Sell expensive gifts, buy more gifts, sell them, Sleep in the stockroom, eat from the fridge of life, and repeat. There is more out there to buy, to expand, a flat, a new car, import and export, and so much more. But that is for another life. Another day. Douglas, why can you not find the spot where it is muddy? Where is the mud, Douglas? Center of the room? Is this speck of dirt in the room with us now, Douglas? Yes, it is. Okay, we got it. Back to work.